Hello, my name is Erin Gordon, and currently I am the assessment coordinator at the San Diego County Office of Education. I previously was the assessment coordinator for San Diego Unified School District, which is a large district in Southern California. This video is about planning testing windows. In TOMS, we only set local windows for CAASPP. The summative ELPAC does not have windows set in TOMS because it has a static window that runs from February 1st through May 31st. Every year, this window is the same. Likewise, the initial ELPAC does not have windows set in TOMS because it is administered within 30 days of enrollment for eligible students. So we set calendars in TOMS for CAASPP. Well, at one time in my district, there were two instructional calendars. We had about 20 schools on a year-round calendar, and then the majority of our schools were on a traditional calendar. Therefore, we had two calendars set up in TOMS for CAASPP. We would set up each testing administration for the full allowable testing window, meaning 66% of the instructional calendar would be the first day of testing, and the last day of the instructional calendar would be the last day of testing. So this translates into an 8 or 9 week testing window. And we know that schools do not take 8 or 9 weeks to administer the CAASPP. However, at the district level, when you have several schools, it's much easier to set up a large window and then have school sites establish their local testing schedule within that larger allowable window. Additionally, we had several non-public schools serving our students. So having those two large testing windows established, that really helped us to accommodate the unique schedules of the non-public schools. The instructional calendars for all of our non-public schools, they fit into either Admin 1 or Administration 1 or Admin 2, Administration 2 calendars that were set in TOMS. And we would work with the non-public schools to ensure that we assign them to the correct window established in TOMS. Now, we felt it important to provide a large enough window to accommodate every scheduling need that exists, especially in a large district. I mentioned the non-public schools, but there are varying needs within our district schools. We have K-8 schools, we have K-5 schools, K-4, we have small, medium, large schools. We have high schools who have large amounts of students taking AP tests in the spring. We have schools with large English learner populations who need to focus on the summative ELPAC prior to administering the CAASPP. We have schools with several students eligible for the alternate assessments, which take longer and are administered because they're administered one-on-one. So there is not a one-size-fits-all schedule. For us, it was important to allow site leaders to determine when the best time to test students would be. That was within the 8 or 9 week district set window. Now, having said that, we would gather the site schedules from the site coordinators so we would know each school when they would be testing. Each year prior to the spring testing, we would send out a Google survey, ask for key information like what is your first day of testing, last day of testing, dates for makeups. And this really enabled us to monitor testing and ensure that we had adequate support for sites. It also helped identify schools that might need our assistance in creating a realistic testing schedule for their school. Many times I would work with the newer site coordinators to ensure that they had a solid plan and a foolproof testing schedule. It was important to set up our schools for success, and one of the first steps is establishing a well-planned testing schedule. I hope you found this information timely and useful. Thanks for watching.